What's up, y'all? Y'all, I've been watching a little bit here and there about Gypsy Rose. And for the life of me, I just don't understand. Like, why is this chick being glamorized? Why? She helped kill her own mama. And there's still people out there that truly believe that her mama Dee Dee abused her. And my opinion is, I honestly think that she helped her mom con the whole thing. Because there would be any time she could stand up in that wheelchair in front of a doctor and say, hey, I can walk. My mom, she's abusing me. And yeah, her opinion was bad about her dad because supposedly her mom put that in her head. But if she was that severely abused, why didn't she just stand up in front of a doctor? These doctors knew she could walk. Come on. These are doctors. There's a lot of dumbass doctors that seem to get their fucking license out of a Cracker Jack box, but then there's brilliant fucking doctors. Heart doctors, brain doctors. Brilliant. Neurologists that perform MRIs, your whole body, have a machine, your whole body goes through it. Come on. This detective gave her that idea. I watched that interview, that interrogation. I watched it. And as soon as that detective was like, oh, your mom was abused, he gave her the idea that her mom was making her pretend she was sick. Okay? And she grabbed onto that shit. And she admits that she started reading about Munchausen syndrome. And from there, it just got worse. Her lies just got worse. You know what I'm saying? She was grabbing on more and more and more because she wanted her freedom. She didn't want to be locked up. So she threw Nick under the bus. It's despicable how she did her first husband. She used her first husband. She used the only husband she has right now. She used him. And everyone's like, oh, she used him for money. Well, why? She had her dad and Krusty, her stepmom, out there. I think she used him to make herself look good at the parole hearing. The girl knows what she's doing. I don't fall for that fake little voice. I have a little voice. You know what I'm saying? People always tell me, you have such a sweet little voice. And I'm like, I don't do that on purpose. That's just how I talk. But her, she changes up. She's just a disgusting person. You could tell Ken is uncomfortable half the time. And he left her in prison because there was nothing he could get out of her. Now that she's out, made some money, meeting these famous people. And by the way, Gypsy, you fucked up when you met Kim Kardashian. That's Taylor's arch enemy. So anyways, they're still giving her the same thing that they gave her when she was young. She went to Disneyland. She lied about, oh, this is the first time ever being to a beach. Got pictures out there when you was little, you was at a beach. Oh, this is the first time I've ever swam. No, you were out there swimming with dolphins. The girl is fucked up. And Ken, if I was you, sweetie, I would get away. I would get away. There's not enough money, attention in this world. I would get away. I would so get away from her. And poor Ryan, he's over here dwelling on this bitch. And I'm thinking to myself, boy, Eat right, start working out, getting in shape. You look better than Ken in the face, anyways. Once you start working out and getting your body right, you know, you're gonna be all right. Everyone's telling you you were lucky you got away. You're lucky. Come on now, take that and run with it, because this fucking gypsy bitch, bro, she's something else. Oh my god. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. And she's committing adultery right in front of all of us. She really is. I mean, come on. She might not sleep with him in front of us, but she talks about her love for him. And people are saying she's pregnant. Well, why don't you think she's coming forward saying she's not pregnant or she's pregnant? I mean, she's saying she's not. Me personally, I think if she comes forward and says she's pregnant, oh my God, that's all grounds for Ryan to take her ass to the bank. I'm serious. I'm tired of hearing Ryan feeling sorry for that thing. I'm tired of it. And for Kim Kardashian to meet her, oh my God, Kim just made her career even worse. Worse. She wanted to work with Gypsy for prison reform. A woman, a girl, a child. She's pretty much a child in the head. She still is. Kim just messed up her career even more. Gypsy wants to be an influencer, Kim. She doesn't want to be an advocate. You need to do your homework, baby. She ran one girl off TikTok. Someone that could actually help people that dealt with Munchausen syndrome by proxy or whatever by their parent. She ran that girl off. So, you might want to do your homework. Gypsy's evil. She's evil. And she thinks that people don't see through her. But people see through you. Smart ones see through you. Now, with this fancy chick, I think she just needs to calm down. That lady is very, very hyper. Very, very hyper. I think if she would settle down and really get her mind right, she'll be all right in this. But there's not only Fancy that's telling the truth and pointing out things. There's other people that's pointing out things and catching her in lies. This girl takes absolutely no accountability for shit. She might say she does. Let me tell you, when she first got out, and it was a few months after that, I left a message for her on TikTok, and she replied back to me, and it fucking spooked me out. I was like, ugh, I didn't know she was going to reply back, She was telling me about Nick, and I was like, I don't give a shit what you have to say. You take no accountability for what you do. You throw everything on him, and I blocked it. And it's like, ever since that I've had an encounter with her like that, her big word is accountability now. Accountability. Bitch, you take no accountability. None. You have no empathy, and no one can teach you empathy. No one can teach you how to have a heart. Nobody. So anyways, there's not much to say other than I don't have a good opinion about her. I did 7 years in prison. Okay. Now these other females coming forward, like that one female with all those tattoos on her, saying that, oh, we got pedos in there. We have a woman that put her baby in the microwave. Bitch, you got to know that's every person. That's every rumor. But in the state of North Carolina, a max prison, there is a woman in there, and her name's Janine, and she did kill her baby. And she didn't put it in the microwave. She put it in the stove. She killed it. She killed the baby. She chopped the baby up. and she fed it to her husband. And her husband asked where his son was. And she looked at him and she said, "You just got done eating the motherfucker. Okay?" And he jumped off a bridge. Mm-hmm. So obviously, that rumor goes around everywhere in a woman's prison or something. But in North Carolina, it really did happen. So, anyways, I consider these inmates coming forward, or these inmates coming forward, us real inmates, us real convicts. We know what that's called. It's called inmate.com. And you can never really go by inmate.com. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But anyways, I'm not I'm not down about Gypsy. I don't like Gypsy. I don't even know her. I don't even like her. I could tell. And of course, these inmate.com bitches are going to come forward and say, "Oh, she hung around the pedos, the baby killers, this and that." She's trying to make her look worse. I'm not saying she did it. I really don't know. But I'm not going to believe no ex-convict is coming forward on Gypsy Rose. I'm just not, because one, they're jealous she's getting all this attention. Two, they're trying to make her look even worse. I mean, let's be honest here. She does that for herself. In about a year or so, she'll be a nobody.